Hi, I'm Matt Russell, the founder of Secret Biohacks. This channel was created for people just like you who are looking for ways and alternative ways to improve their health without the use of big pharma and Western medicine. Now, more than ever, people are really trying to do this naturally and find a new path, but there's so much information out there and it can be so overwhelming. And that's okay because we're all on our own personal journey dealing with our own health struggles. But when all that stuff becomes noise and you're not sure what to do, this is where your journey begins. The first and best place to start is understanding, well, first, what is a biohack? And these are just shortcuts to improving your health and your lifestyle through an understanding of how physics and energy relate to biology and how your body works. And so understanding that our bodies are electrophysio beings and we don't necessarily treat them that way. And the reason we don't is because that's not what we're taught. And so I always like to break it down from the very beginning and say, we as humans have programming. So we have these very advanced brains and we're very, very smart, but we're limited by our programming. And that programming comes down to things like, and I like to use a computer as an example. If you go and you buy a computer and you go, okay, now do computer stuff. Well, that computer isn't actually capable of doing anything until it has programming. And so that programming is the same in humans, is that when we're born, we don't have language, we don't have thoughts, we don't have emotions on our own without seeing and learning and interacting around us. And so all those things come from television, come from our family, come from human interaction and socialization. And all the information that we're taught early on in life becomes our operating system, similar to a computer. And then once we have an operating system, then we're able to come up with ideas and do new things like, okay, computer, do some stuff. Well, now, okay, brain, do some things. But we're very limited because some of our programming has been intentionally misleading. And so now we've been programmed with basically understanding that we have 5 senses and only 5 senses: sight, sound, taste, touch, and smell. But I'm here to tell you that we have far more than 5 senses, but we just don't know that. And the reason we don't know that is because that is our predetermined operating system. That's our pre-programming. It's our truth. It's our core beliefs. And so when you talk about biohacking, it's very important that you open your mind to the understanding that what you currently know and what you currently believe is not all-inclusive and is not necessarily how your body actually works. And so when we get really down into that, I like to share with people, we're physics before we're biology. And that means that we are energy far before it influences how our body actually survives and operates and, metabolizes and all the things that we've been taught as our programming. Energy plays such a huge factor far before that. And the proof of that lies in, it's something very interesting of another sense that we're not necessarily aware of right now, but you will be in a minute. That is when somebody is looking at you or you feel somebody staring at you or somebody walks into your space or your bubble and it makes you feel a certain way or feel uncomfortable. Or have you ever been in a room and somebody walks in the room and everybody turns their head? They say, oh, that person really lights up a room. What does that mean? We don't even have words to describe that or feelings about that because we feel and we sense energy. If you've ever been in nature and noticed that an animal knew you were there, although the wind was blowing in your face, so they didn't smell you, they didn't see you, you didn't make any sound, they didn't hear you, but they pinpointed you immediately because they could feel your energy. Animals have that. Humans have that. We have the ability. These are other senses that we've never been taught because, well, it's intentionally misleading. And so when we talk about how biology actually works, it actually goes, like I said, physics first. It's the energy side first. And so it's very important once you get into biohacking, you understand if you start treating the energy first, then it's going to lead to better biology. And so one of the basic fundamentals of this is you have the sun, and the sun is truly a giver of life. And all kinds of ancient civilizations have always worshiped the sun. We do not worship the sun. We criminalize and demonize the sun. It's going to hurt you. It's going to cause cancer. It's going to do all kinds of bad things to you. But I'm here to tell you that that is false. The sun is the energy source. The earth is a giant battery absorbing that energy. And humans, we are the conductors. We are conductors that need to be connected to the earth, that need to be connected to the sun. We soak up the sun's energy. It fills our body with energy. The earth soaks up that energy also. And so by connecting to the earth, we all work together because of energy. So there's a lot of things that we're going to get into during the course of this channel with all these different topics. And I hope that you can have an open mind about thinking about things in a different way than what your pre-programming has disposed you to and predisposed you to. And it's important that we really, I tell people, and a lot of you have seen me out speaking, and this is maybe why you've come to this channel in the first place. But one of the things I tell people is you are under no obligation to be the same person 5 minutes from now that you were right now, or you are under no obligation to be the same person right now that you were 5 minutes ago. You can make changes at any point in your life, and all you have to do is change the way you think. The next thing that is really important to think about is how your brain works. And your brain, think of your brain more as an antenna, and you're accessing information, you're accessing energy in the universe, and that information is not necessarily stored in your brain, but it's in the energy of the universe and your consciousness. And so your consciousness goes far beyond our bodies, but that's kind of woo-woo because of our pre-programming. We don't understand or accept the fact that information and that energy source could be coming into us from other places than being stored in our brains. We also have been taught that our brains determine, our health and our chemistry and our hormones. That's not actually true. It comes from your gut health. We have multiple energy centers in our body. One of them, the biggest, is our heart. We've been taught that it's just a pump to circulate our blood. Our heart is an electrophysio being, and it creates an energy source and an energy field around us. We don't talk about energy fields and the energy fields around us, but that's actually what other people feel from you. It can extend as far as 30 feet outside of you easily, and people can feel that. And that's called our vibration or our frequency. Another thing when we talk about vibration frequency, it's not part of our pre-programming, and I believe that's very intentional. But over the next, decade, you're going to hear so much about frequency and vibration and biohacking, because that's truly what we can do with our bodies, and it relates all the way back to energy and how it affects our biology versus how we try to change everything with biology and not even considering energy. So if you like what you're seeing here, we're going to have a ton of videos to share, and any topics that you see, follow along, take in that information, take it to heart, make some changes in your life. You're going to see some huge improvements from just some simple biohacks. If there's certain topics that you want to see, go ahead and comment on that in the comments section, and we'll do a video on it and talk about it, because these are things that are part of everybody's life every day. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe so you get the newest, latest updates on all these videos, and we will see you in the next one.